Yeah, Dreamcore Conversations, bro.
Done that, bro. How you doing,
Oh no,
brother?
what was that? It was a fist bump and a fucking high five. I don't know what it was.
Wait, my hand went like this.
Because you were like this, and I'm all like fist bump.
Oh, I'll grab your hand. What's it called? It's the stick shift.
I'm gonna go red. Oh, red gun.
No one invites me to shit, so we're good.
Okay.
All
So,
sad as shit now.
another Dreamcore conversation, bro.
There's time.
Trippy ass fucking world. Look at
We're
this
in
shit.
horror Dreamcore. It's beautiful.
Horror Dreamcore, bro. I love that. I love that. And we've done so many horror maps, and credit to you, bro, because you find the good ones, bro. It's so fun, dude. There's so many worlds. There's hundreds of horror maps, and there's very few good ones. You find them, bro.
Dead ass. No, it helps out whenever like the same world creator literally has like 10 of the fucking, not the same, but like on the same vibe, like the same level type fucking horror world. So it's just kind of just like going back to the last world we went to, like let's say Scripsy or Kripsky or Kripsy or whatever.
It's Cripsy.
I can't read.
Or
Yeah, it's Kripsy. It's
Crispy?
Kripsy. It's Kripsy.
That guy.
You call him
My bad, Cripsy.
Crispy all the time. It's like just
Yeah.
finding his name and then just cycling through his fucking worlds, bro. And then I fucking like, oh shit, that one looks dope as fuck. And I like
Yeah.
try it out a little bit because I don't want to just bring you to a fucking world that's like fucking 15 megabytes only, and then fucking we walk through 3 doors and then the world's over, you know?
Yeah, because we've done that. You know, it's trial and error. We'll be like, all right, it's a horror world. It looks good. We start recording, and we're like, ah.
And then it's like, what the fuck was that, bro? It happens too much, bro. Nah,
But
but
oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, out of all the horror worlds or games we played on VR, what's your favorite?
That's fucking hard, bro. There's a lot of them that
And
fucking
why?
stopped my
And
heart.
why?
Bro. There's a lot of them that stopped my fucking heart, bro. Like Small Rooms #2, the demo, bro. When that fucking clown
Yes!
pops out and just,
That's one of my top ones too. As
I
well.
was like,
yep.
mother.
You're like,
My heart stopped for like 2 seconds, bro.
dude, you know what's funny? When we play, I could tell like when they get you because you're like, you're like,
That's my heart stopping for a few seconds. It's fucking nerve-wracking, bro.
I've always been a big fan of horror, but you know what? If you go into psychology, right, or the human brain,
Mm-hmm.
why do we want to get scared? Why?
It's because, bro, it's like this. You're watching scary movies, right? And fucking, you're sitting there, and you remember being a kid, and you're sitting there, and your fucking dad or your fucking cousin or whatever has a fucking the screen TV. Let's say, if, you know, you were born in the fucking 90s and shit. You know,
The two TVs.
No, you have the big screen TVs with the fat back and that. You know, if you open it up, there's like the red, green, and blue and shit. No, you're fucking 10 years old or 9 years old or whatever. You're sitting there in the living room. Your uncle or your dad or whatever has a TV turned up to 99. They literally just pay-per-viewed the newest fucking scary movie. Let's say Darkness Falls or whatever, right? You're sitting there with your fingers in your fucking ears.
Good one.
You have your fingers in your ears and you're covering your eyes at the same time, and you're fucking, because you know something bad's gonna fucking happen. And then before you know, you're like, oh, okay, it happened, and I was scared as fuck, but I'm alive. And then it happens again and again, and it's an addiction, bro. It's an addiction. You have to see what's gonna happen. You have to see what's gonna fucking scare you. Nothing scares me anymore, bro, except for that fucking clown from Smile Room #2.
Yo, that motherfucker. But yeah, I completely agree with you. And I've always loved horror movies, you know, ever since I was a kid. And it's crazy, right? Because a human brain, it's built to make you survive, right? That's one of the things, right?
Fight
Keep
or
you
flight,
alive,
bro.
right?
Fight or flight.
Exactly. And so things that scare us, like, why do we like that? Right?
Because it's fucking great, that feeling, that fucking chicken skin you get,
adrenaline.
bro. The chicken skin,
The
bro.
adrenaline. Yeah.
The adrenaline too,
And
yeah. Fuck
you're
yeah.
right. And it's crazy. It is like an addiction, bro. And I bet I'm drunk right now.
It Spencer, I am too. You good?
We've been drinking Kool-Aid.
Way too much Kool-Aid. That good shit.
That's part of this, right? Right. That's part of this. Dreamcore
like
Conversations.
You gotta be a little buzzed, But it's like, think of it, bro. Like, okay, so you watch a really good fucking scary movie that fucking you see some character in the movie die, it's a little explicit warning, my bad, but you see a child get hit by a car or something, right?
Yeah, worse.
And you're like,
worst case
you have that feeling that fucking chill runs down your spine. You get the goosebumps, and you're like, I can't fucking believe I just saw that. That shock value feeling, The same feeling that you get when you go down a roller coaster, bro.
Oh, you're right. You're right. And that's an addiction as well.
Hey, man.
And it's funny you say that because horror movies or movies that trigger your emotions, they also trigger empathy, right? Mm-hmm. Because you know they're actors and it's fake. But still, you're watching the movie and you fucking feel bad when they get killed. Like it's real life. You're like, oh my God. Like
the same feeling as when you see like an asshole in a fucking action movie or a fucking comedy movie, like a complete asshole. You're like, I fucking hate that fucking guy. And for the next 10 years, you're like, fuck Dak Shepard.
Yeah, you hate the actor.
And in reality,
you see him in other movies.
He's a fucking sweetheart in reality, but then you're just like, no, fuck that guy. He did that shit to that fucking Down syndrome dude. And he's like, no, it's a fucking movie.
Yeah.
I don't think Dak Shepard's ever been an asshole to Down syndromes in a movie, but
just extreme examples,
Mm-hmm.
They put the point across.
Shock
but facts. But it's crazy. It's almost like we want our emotions to get triggered. Yeah, I'm down.
My bad.
No, let's do it.
Tres, salud.
Salud.
Guys, this is good Kool-Aid. Don't worry. It's, Kool-Aid in a bottle.
We love Kool-Aid. Like Bert Kreischer.
Mm-hmm. Natural fruit. Natural fruit juice in there.
Like, you seen that with Bert Kreischer, bro?
I know what show. I think I know the YouTube video, the podcasts.
Yeah. So, side note, Bert Kreischer, Two Bears, One Cave, one of my favorite podcasts. Shout out to them. So, Bert Kreischer had a fucking, like those metal water bottles, right? And he's like, it's like a whole fucking gallon, right? And he takes a drink, and Tom Segura's like, what are you drinking? He's like, I'm drinking Kool-Aid. He's like, dope. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm drinking Kool-Aid. He's like, bro, that's a lot of fucking sugar, bro.
I thought you were getting at what we were doing.
Yeah.
Fucking funny. I think the only episode of Two Bears, One Cave is the one with fucking Bobby Lee, where he's like cooking, where Tom Segura's cooking in his fucking kitchen, and then Bobby Lee's like, why the fuck are you cooking food? And he's like, because I want to fucking cook some fucking food for my fucking friends. Is that so wrong? He's like, whoa, I'm just asking, bro. Calm down. He's just like, nah, eat this fucking food. And he gives him a fucking little sandwich and shit. And he's just like, hey, that is really fucking good, though. Yeah, watch the episode. I love that shit.
That's how you know they're real homies, bro. Because, like, we always give each other shit, but they mean well.
Dude.
Like, you know what I mean?
You guys are my epilepsy.
Yep.
Look at Michael doing the Juice World. Just kidding, y'all.
Yeah, which going back to the horror worlds, every time we join a horror map, there's always an epilepsy warning, and you just ignore it.
I know you were going there. Because, man, did you die?
Dude,
I haven't died yet.
Dude, what was that map we did with had the flashing monsters? Remember that?
Oh, fuck. I don't know, man. That was like one of the first horror maps we did, bro.
It was, and it's on our YouTube Screaming Chewy show. And
I have to upload. What the fuck? I have to upload that one again. I haven't uploaded that one yet.
Dude, that was fucking hilarious. Because you came across one before me, And you're like, oh, and I'm like, what happened?
I fucking died for a
It's all
second.
flashing lights, bro.
I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
I can't see that shit again, bro. I can't see that shit again. You're like, calm the fuck down, and then you fucking ended up going through. You're like, oh fuck, bro. Okay,
yeah, I'm like, oh fuck, flashing lights. That was crazy, bro.
It was just like nightmare. Oh shit. Wait.
It really was.
My bad. I'm over here passing the fucking menu back and forth between hands. Ay. It was just like that. Nightmare. Yeah.
But yeah, horror maps, horror movies, bro. I love how also it will calm down for a little bit, right? And then, bam, get fucking intense again. Like, we love getting scared, bro. That's it. We love getting scared. We have
to do it, bro. We have to do it. Like, when we were doing that the insane asylum fucking map, bro, with that big ass booger monster chasing us, dude, that shit was wild as fuck. But it gives you the chance, it gives me the chance to, like, and I'm sorry, it's gonna sound like an asshole, whatever, but it gives me the chance to test how good the creator of the world is. Because if I can find a loophole or a glitch or something, then I'm like, you fucked up there, you know? Dude, it just makes the world more doable.
Facts.
Like how we were jumping over the fucking stairways. Remember? We were just literally, oh fuck, he's coming. Jump over the fucking railing and just go to the other side of the map. And he has to go all the way around. Before he makes it all the way around, you're on the other fucking side again.
Oh, you know what? That video too, I didn't upload that video because we were on call on Meta and it didn't pick up any audio.
Yeah, I think I was recording that one too. No, fuck that. That was fucking as easy as it was because we could jump over the railing. It was only as easy because we had actually 4 people playing with us and we were able to jump over the railings and have him chase someone else.
Yeah, exactly. They were the distraction.
If it's just the 2 of us, bro, we're I'm sorry to say, we're done, bro. There was like 18 doors or 20 doors to go through. We had to go through the right doors at the right time, away from the monster and know where he's at. All that. It was a lot. It was a lot that night.
It was a little stressful.
We have to do more maze games, bro. Horror maze.
Dude, you're so fucking good at those. I swear to God. And you know what? I only do those with you, bro. Because I get lost. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this, bro. I get pissed, bro. I'll get lost. But we'll get lost together. And you're like, hold on, go here. And then bam, you fucking find the way, bro. How do you do that?
It's accidental, bro. It's accidental luck. Like that one fucking part where you were like, this guy's a fucking genius. Look what he can do. Like, this guy he literally knows how to find it. And he gets lost and finds it. And bam, I ended up actually finding the fucking way to go. I was like, that was an accident.
Yeah. And that was on your one of your YouTube shorts, right?
Mm-hmm. You guys can check it out on YouTube, Dreamcore. If you haven't checked it out yet. Dreamcore VR. You can follow him too. Screaming Chewy. Pretty sure you see some of the shorts where we do some dumb horror shit.
It was literally like what it takes. It took us like an hour and a half to beat it or something like that, right?
Oh God, it was.
And there was like random doors, and we're just going through it. And I'm just telling Carnage, I'm like, yeah, fucking, Mikey Dreamcore, this guy always finds the way, bro, and he finds it accidental. And right when I say that, you're pointing like over there.
I was like,
and I'm like, that's the door. Like you just found it, bro.
Accidents, bro. This is how I became on this earth. This is how I'm gonna leave this fucking earth. Nah.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, we do a lot of. Go ahead.
And I was gonna say we gotta find more better VR worlds, bro. I mean, Scripsy, it's Scripsy. We're waiting for you to release more videos, my boy. I mean, more
yes,
more worlds, my boy, because you're a fucking legend. And that there's a couple of other people. Fan. Yeah, dead ass. And he's the one that made Smile Rooms, huh?
Yep.
What other ones did he make that we did? Because I know he didn't do doors. More doors. It was someone else that made more doors.
That was that one, right?
Yeah,
where it's on your YouTube short.
Yeah. We got to find out more shit like that too, and if possible, we have to find more like puzzle games, bro. Like big brain, you have to figure it out type shit,
So that same the doors, they did another one. I forgot the name, but I'm pretty sure you played it too. It was like where you walk in a room, you gotta get these colored keys, right? You go in different doors.
I was there with you.
But yeah, those rooms where it's a big empty room and it's a maze, but you don't find the wall till you bump into it.
Yeah, it was me, you, and then Sexy something, or I can't remember her name, and then there was
Sexy Crazy.
Sexy Crazy, yeah, and then there
Natsu.
was Natsu was with us, and then there was the other dude too. There was I always forget his fucking name, bro, but it was a homie. It was one of the homies. Fucking, we were all there, and we were on like the third floor. You had to go back because you glitched out or something like that. So you had to go join Sexy Crazy, and then you two were going. So I had to go all the way back down to the first floor, find you guys, and some shit happened. We all got lost and got separated, and I ended up just dipping out because I got too nauseous.
Yeah. Fuck this.
We did the same world when we went through a different door. Remember, and it was like the floors were invisible, and we had to land on the right spot.
You're right.
That was the same map.
So shit like that makes you think. So we do horror. Bro. We like to get scared, but shit that makes you think, bro. Keeps your mind sharp.
That's where we spend the most time because I'm retarded as hell, bro.
Dude, I'm retarded as hell, bro. I'll be like, bro, I can't do this. I'm like, fuck this maze. And you're like, no, let's go this way.
I just be giving up, man. I just get mad and shit, bro. I'm just like, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? Fuck this shit. And then like later on, you're like, where the fuck did you go, bro? I'm like, I'm sorry, I had to leave, bro. I had to leave. Got mad. Got nauseous.
Just rage quit. That's what I did with That's what I did with Fortnite. I haven't played in years, bro. I literally threw a fucking grenade at somebody. They built a wall and it bounced back at me and I died. And I'm like, fuck this game.
That's why I won't play fucking Fortnite. I won't play Fortnite. I'm sorry, creators of Fortnite, but I will not play Fortnite because it's like a cartoon animated version of Call of Duty. And sorry, Pizza Kitty, we're in the middle of a podcast. So if you see this video, I'm sorry I wasn't able to add you. We're in a podcast. But yeah, sorry.
Accept the invite.
I had to let Pizza Kitty know. I don't know if she's gonna see the video, but if she does, I'll let her know. I want to just be like, I just completely ignored you. Not gonna mention you or even say that. Nah, I can't be like that, bro.
You're too nice, bro. You're too nice. I just ignore them. I'm like, I'll talk to you later. Yeah.
See you when
I went on red, bro. I went on red.
Oh, so they can't even. Fucking nah, bro. I won't play Fortnite, bro. Like my older brother loves Fortnite. My little brother, and other cousins and shit, they all love Fortnite. They're always like, hey, add me on Fortnite. We'll play on Fortnite. I can't play Fortnite. It's just,
dude.
It's like playing Roblox. No offense to adults that play Roblox.
Roblox.
I can't play Roblox, bro.
Dude, I played it once with my nephew. I made an account, and I was on my phone. He was on his laptop, and I played Roblox with him. Dude, you know what's crazy? Roblox is so, which is props for them. They're so kid friendly, right? Because it's a kid's game, right? Dude, I was playing and I lost the game. We're playing Duck Duck Goose, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude! I got a warning from Roblox.
And that's cool. See, that's cool that they do that because that's how you know that that's a game for kids. I mean, there's some weirdos out there that don't cuss or whatever. Those fuckers are, skimming through the, they're barely skimming through the fucking thing. But for real adults, for normal adults, for normal people, we cuss. We have to cuss. I'm not saying we have to, but it's a sentence enhancer, And so I couldn't play that damn fucking game. It's easy to play, but I'm not gonna play that shit because I know I like to cuss. I'm not one of those weirdos that There's some people that play it that they're able to maintain themselves and not be, but I'm not gonna play that fucking shit. Like my daughter plays it, her cousins play it. I'm like, cool, but I monitor her. I'm like, okay, I'll probably go on her shit and be like, okay, who does she have added? Okay, she doesn't have anyone.
Yeah, or who messages her? Dude, there's some weirdos on there.
I'm on that shit, bro. I'm on that shit. It was like she had a TikTok, right? And we me and her grandma, we ended up like fixing it like to where no adults can just randomly add her and shit.
Good. Yeah. And
she has these accounts. She had these accounts followed that were reposting videos that she watches on YouTube, like Soleil and fucking some shit, and then the Diamond Family and shit like that. And she likes it on YouTube, so she'll see the video on TikTok, and she'll be like, oh, and so she'll follow them, thinking that she's following the people from YouTube, And I'm like,
oh, it's the fake accounts.
It's some fucking 34-year-old goober guy, fucking kind of fat, you know, with his nipples hanging out the fucking tank top. And I'm just like, hell nah, bro. Yeah. Unfollow and block these motherfuckers. She's like, Dad, why'd you unfollow them? I'm like, that's not them, Ava. That's some guy named Hank that chills in a trailer.
Yeah. And what's funny is they'll post those accounts acting like they're the celebrity or, you know, person, and they'll try and message them. Like,
I went on some of her videos and I see some so awesome. Oh, cutie. You look awesome.
Oh, hell no, like, bro.
This motherfucker. And so I go and I, you know, message him back on my fucking, on my account. I'll be like, you're so awesome. You're so cute. Look at cutie. And just be like, yeah, motherfucker, I saw the post. Like, I saw you commenting on my daughter's shit. It's fucking,
bro,
8 years
that's
old.
creepy.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Dude, she's 8 years old and he's commenting cutie. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, bro.
But then again, that's my fault as a parent for letting her have TikTok. But don't worry, like, I've been monitoring her shit, and I've been telling her too, like, hey, don't be adding anybody. Don't. If you get a friend request, you let me know, and I'll check out who it is. If it's a child, cool. Add your local child, you know, your fellow child. But if it's an adult, I mean, come on, I've been around, I know shit. I can tell, you know, it's like,
yeah.
You can tell
why would a grown man want to add a child unless they're family? You know, that makes sense. But a stranger, bro. Well, you know what? That's funny. This is kind of going back to where we were talking about horror stuff, right? This is the horrors of the real world, right?
Man.
Like, there's so many fucking creeps meeting children on Roblox. Like, I've seen videos of they'll meet a child, a grown fucking man our age, meet a child in real life that they met on Roblox. And, bro, that's scary as fuck, bro. You know, fuck Jason or, you know, these horror
Go on
movies,
Instagram. Go on Instagram and type in fucking best, what's it called? Best karma or some shit like that, bro. There's hella videos where it shows like where a dude to be in a restroom or some shit about, you know, about to, you know, oh, this child texted him and said, hey, meet me at this fucking mall, at this restroom at this time. God. And so the guy goes, and the whole fucking team's ready there with fucking SWAT vests on and shit like that. Bam!
I love that.
Door in and shit, bro. Like, fuck are you doing? Who the fuck are you here to meet? And it's like, yeah, hit him. Bam! You know, they get him and stuff, you know, like, there's so many videos like that on them. I fucking love those videos because I'm just like, oh, puta, there you fucking go. And now the whole world sees your face. They all fucking know.
Dude, I love that too because I follow this guy, Colorado Pet Patrol.
Yeah, those motherfuckers are wild.
You seen that guy? Dude, he's good, bro. He has a whole folder on them. And I love how he'd be like, look, just be honest with me. I won't call the cops. And they'll open up and say the truth, and he still calls the cops. I love that.
Like, the videos where he couldn't release on Instagram, but he releases on YouTube where he, you know, it's the homeboy there or whatever, just smacking him, bam, bitch slapping him or Stockton slapping him or something like that. Oh, I love those videos.
And but you know what? That goes even deeper. That goes into VR chat, bro.
Oh man, dude.
This beyond Roblox. Like, you're not just in a game, you're experiencing this. You're in the fucking game. Like, you know what I mean? And people have interactions and they'll talk to children in this game, which is weird because VR chat is 13 plus, but there's so many worlds that we've been in, bro, and we know they're not for children.
Dude, that one club that we were at, the first podcast we had done, that older girl was in there with that younger girl and was like,
oh when I got banned?
Yeah, that girl was a weirdo, bro. She was like, oh, no, don't worry. Because we were like, sorry, no kids. You know, we're doing a podcast right now. It's explicit content. They can't hear the stuff that we're talking about. She's like, oh, no, don't worry. This kid's cool. I always show it to her. She's a cool kid. She can hear this stuff. She ain't going to trip out. She's not going to be dumb. Like, bro, what the fuck did you just say right now? You just said this kid's cool enough to hear adult content. Fuck is wrong with you? And then you get fucking banned.
Yeah. Fun fact, that was actually the first podcast on VR that we ever recorded, but I never uploaded it. I lost it because of that kid.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was the kid that banned you. I think it was an older girl that banned you because we were kicking out the kid.
Yeah, yeah. Because dude, we're all guys here, drinking Kool-Aid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And talking about adult conversations. These random. That's where we fucked up, though. We went to a public world, but we're
Yeah,
new to it,
yeah. We're doing
And
the VR in general.
yeah, and these people joined us with a kid, and I'm like, once they said they were a kid, I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're like, sorry, you can't be in here. Not to be an asshole, but we're having a podcast and we're talking about not important, but
Yeah,
case
adult
sensitive shit.
Yeah, and that was weird, bro. That very night, bro. Once we finished recording,
literally right when you finished you pushed end recording, and bam, you just disappeared.
Yep, and I got reported by Meta. Like, that was fucking crazy, bro. I had to fix that. Like,
oh no, okay, I gotta shout this out too, just because it is going to YouTube and it might go everywhere. Hopefully, people, I'm looking at you. Meta, what is wrong with you? I mean, I love you, Meta. I love you, but what the fuck is wrong with you? What are you guys doing? Like, you have Facebook, Instagram, yada yada, whatever, connected to fucking VR, which is dope as fuck. Don't get me wrong. It's a cool, it's a cool thing that you have doing,
mm-hmm.
but you get reported on fucking on Meta on VR because some kid wants to be an asshole, or some person wants to be an asshole, and it blocks you out of your Facebook and your fucking Instagram and your Messenger. That's a horrible fucking. That's
your
horrible.
Spotify.
Oh my god, that's just horrible mechanics right there. That's not smart. Like, I don't know I get what they're doing, but I don't think they've thought thoroughly through, because
there's a lot of people, big facts.
A lot of people use their Facebooks for their businesses, and Messenger for contacting family in case of emergencies and stuff like that. You get banned on Meta because someone literally just does not like you that day and reports you over something stupid. Bam! Now your family can't get a hold of you. You can't get a hold of your family in case of emergencies.
Yep.
That's a dumb mechanic. That's a dumb design. I almost said, never mind. But that's a dumb design, bro. I'm sorry.
But it's almost like they should do a better review of the footage. You know what I mean? Because
they should have a contact number.
Yeah. Like,
you can't get a hold of them.
Like, that's why. Because they're a mega company, bro. Like, it's all, big corporation.
So what are you gonna do? Get a hold of Mark Zuckerberg himself?
Right? You call him, hey, bro.
He's just like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll fix that for you. Robotically.
Imagine, bro.
I'm just kidding, Mark Zuckerberg. I love you, bro.
You're banned tomorrow. I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
I need my Facebook. I don't know.
All your accounts are down. But, dude, that's another thing. Since you mentioned that, right? These accounts are linked. Sometimes my Facebook gets reported because the memes I put.
Mm-hmm.
But what's funny is I got that meme from Facebook.
Yeah.
And I share it, and I get banned.
You get banned,
bro.
That's like when you comment something, like, let's say you comment "fuck" on Instagram, and then later on, how do we blurp out these curse words whenever we actually edit this stuff to get released? Because I need to learn how to do that. But okay, I digress. That's like when you comment "fuck" on Instagram, right? Like on a meme or like a fucking reel or something. You comment "fuck," and then literally right when you push send, it says this comment may be flagged for inappropriate language and shit. But then you go through
bullying.
Yeah, and then you go through the comments, and it's literally 100 people typing the word "fuck."
Yes.
Why
bro.
do I get singled out, and all these other motherfuckers are able to? It makes no sense. I hate that.
You know why I think that happens? Because we're now going to another rabbit hole, right?
I
AI.
love these rabbit holes.
Because these big companies, they have people reviewing the comments and the content and all that. But now AI is so big, they have a system that AI is doing that for them. It's not real people that flags you.
Yeah, but I mean, how is it that so many other people, they're actual accounts. They're not bot accounts, but they're actual accounts.
Yeah.
And they're all typing in like "screw America" or whatever the hell, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. I say traitor. That's all I said that once on an Instagram post about some dude in fucking what's it called, Dubai, that was doing some crazy ass shit. I just typed in traitor, Literally, that's all I wrote was traitor, and I got flagged and I got banned for 30 days, a whole month, and I was just like, what the hell? And I tried to
What the
appeal.
fuck?
I got banned for saying traitor on Instagram. I was like, dude, what the hell? And then I went to X and I was just like, yes. Well, I mean, it was Twitter at the time, and I was just like, yes, I'm not getting banned for anything. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. I can speak my mind, and I didn't get banned.
That's why I love Twitter or X.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Wild West, bro.
They
Dude,
don't care,
I can't open my X at work, bro, or Twitter, because my algorithm.
I know,
bro.
NSFW.
I open it, bro, as a fucking chick finger blasting her fucking traffic cone sized dildo. She's writing like, bro, crazy shit, bro.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I love X. Literally, X and Reddit are the same thing, bro.
Yeah. Oh, Reddit. Yeah. Reddit.
Dude, when I found out about Reddit, I was not ready for that, man. It's funny. I made an account on Reddit in 2000 and I think it was like 2017 or 18 or some shit like that. And I completely just ignored the app. Like I forgot about I even had the app. And then I want to say around the time when we were going on the app Spoon, like towards like a mid, whenever I had met you guys, it was like what 2022, 23 or whatever. I joined the app again. Like I re-downloaded the app and found my login information and shit. It said I had been on Reddit for like 5 or 6 years or some shit like that, and I was just like, huh, holy shit, been on that for a long ass time. Had a little bash for it and everything. I was just like, I have no followers, I have no karma on there.
Dude, Reddit could be such a good place, but such a bad place at the same time.
Dude, it's toxic. It's really toxic, depending where what you join, what you follow, what you look at, and stuff. Like I checked out. Okay, so this is around the time we did that first podcast, and you got banned, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I went on VR chat on Reddit, and I was like, and I made a little subreddit. I made a little topic, and it was about what the hell is wrong with Meta? Why did we get banned? Whatever, yada yada yada. I made a little subreddit, and so many people on there were like, well, why are you making public instances in the first place? And that's how I learned to not make public instances, because people were telling me I can make private instances and shit. But
because like I said, we were new.
Yeah. It was like split down the middle. There was like a whole bunch of people saying you're an idiot. You shouldn't make public instances. Don't make public. Yada yada. The same shit. It was like literally like a whole bunch of Kens just saying don't make publics. Then there was the other half that was like, why are there children going on fucking strip club fucking worlds and why are there adults running around with children on there? That's weird as hell.
Which is the more logical thinking.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure all the people that were talking shit to me about making a public instance were all under 18ers, that were like, you're an idiot, you're an idiot. And all the adults are like, fuck them kids,
Yeah, exactly. Fuck them kids. Dude, I've been into instances where like kids join, I'm like, fuck out of here. Like, I'm not being nice. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Like, we're having adult conversations. Don't get in this, But what's crazy, bro, the dark part of VR is like so many of these grown-ass men go into instances with children and groom them.
Oh, yeah.
But not only that, there's so many of these people that are narcissistic and manipulating, and they find not only children, but young people, young females, males, whatever, but they have attachment issues, abandonment issues, and they use that against them to manipulate them. And it works. That's the fucking scary part, bro. Like, bro, you have no idea your child is on VR and being manipulated by a grown man to send stuff, explicit stuff, and not only that, but being manipulated to for them to chase them, right? Because they know how to do it. If you're an anxious type, right, they know to like love bomb you and give you all that
you're
love
valid,
and reassurance.
you're valid, don't worry, you're awesome, dude.
And then they go distant and they chase them, and like I've seen so much of that on VR.
They're like, that guy's cool, I want to go follow that guy, and they end up adding them, and the person, the adult, will send a request, And like it's like a bait. Literally, it's literally just bait. They'll send the request. That's the bait right there. And then they'll disappear.
Yep.
They'll go to their own worlds or whatever the hell. And then that kid's just looking at that friend request like, oh my God, look at the worm. Look at the worm. And then finally they take the bait and then they end up having them follow. So now that person can either A, invite them to a fucking world, or B, keep themselves on green and just, oh, you know, I'm gonna go see what world they're in. And they're in a fucking world where they're talking about drugs or whatever, you know, whatever. And these kids are just now they're listening and just thinking, okay, that's cool. That's normal. And then they just start following them around everywhere. And then before you know it, it's fucked up, bro. You get
attached to that person.
Dude, my niece was watching. I had my niece. She was playing my VR. She was playing Gorilla Tag, right? And it was like the Gorilla Tag. Everyone knows that's children's. You know, like I don't play it.
Yeah.
A lot of kids on there, you know. But my niece loves that game. My daughter loves that game. Her cousins, they all, you know, when they come over, they want to. Oh, can I borrow your VR, cousin? I was like, yeah, go ahead. And they'll play that one game. So I have it downloaded, but I don't want to get on that shit because fuck that shit. Plus, I've seen how these motherfuckers play that shit. You can't run around. You have to go like this, and I'm too fat to be doing this every.
Bro, that's a workout. Like when we did Backrooms. Yeah, the no clip. No clip. Oh, fuck, bro.
I was like this for like 20 seconds trying to run, bro. Like, yeah. I'm not playing no fucking Gorilla Tag. I need to lose weight, but I'm not gonna lose weight like that. Before you know it, my fucking arms are bulky, my fucking legs are skinny. Yeah, screw that shit. But my niece,
you skip leg day.
Fuck, man. That's all that game is just skipping leg day, bro. But a whole bunch of fucking children are gonna grow up to have big ass buff arms and shit, and fucking walking around on little baby legs and shit.
Dude, that'd be scary. Imagine a toddler just beats you up.
Fuck, bro. Picks you up and just give me my baba. Bruh. But my niece is playing this shit, right? And my daughter was like by her while she was playing the game, and I was in the living room or some shit. And my niece runs up to me and says, Theo. She goes, Theo, what's your phone number? And I was like, what? Mm-hmm. And she's like, what's your phone number? Someone on the game wants my phone number. So I can get a hold of me so I can play the game with them. And I was like, no. Don't give nobody your fucking information, Mika. Like, don't give it.
Yeah, what the?
You know? My daughter ends up telling me, this is a couple of days ago, I think she probably remembered or whatever, like what happened during that situation. It just probably came to her and she was like, oh yeah, I should tell my dad this. But she told me that the person that my niece was playing with sounded like a kid, right? Mm-hmm. And then, sorry, Pizza Kitty, not right now. But then she said, she goes that the person sounded like a kid, but then they coughed or they did something and they were like, I'm just... horrible impersonation, but they were like, yeah, da 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 da, yeah, like literally coughed and it was like a deep ass fucking voice, and then went back to having a kid fucking voice change.
That sucks, bro.
Voice changes, bro. And that fucking adult was asking my niece for her number so she can play with him, and fucking was using a voice changer to act like a child. So it was a fucking adult trying to get a hold of my niece. And it was a good thing that my whole family were on that shit to where we tell our children, don't look at nobody, don't add nobody, don't talk to people, don't talk to strangers. If you know, don't give out personal information. No phone numbers, no home addresses, no nothing. My dad makes this amount of money. Nothing.
Facts.
My niece is a little gullible, but she's
but they're kids.
She's learned. No, yeah, they're children. My daughter's on top of that shit. If she hears an adult, she's like, oh nope, I'm out of here. Adios. She'll leave the world. She's on that shit, bro.
You taught her well, bro. You taught her well.
That's how our family are, bro. We're like paranoid. We're not. We're how do you call it? I'm not gonna say we're paranoid. Yeah, we're careful as fuck. We don't want our kids to end up.
All right, so we're talking about, horror maps and horror movies, and we kind of went off on a tangent of the real horrors of the internet, which is real
of life.
Exactly, facts, bro. But yeah, man, what do you think?
But it all, well, it's low key. It all kind of ties together. In sort of like one of those fucking red line fucking the wed reb fucking pictures and conspiracy type bullshit or whatever you mean.
Yeah, exactly.
It all kind of tangles and ties back in together because it goes back to horror worlds and why I mean personally why I do horror is because There's enough scary shit going on in the world that's too real that I fucking hate. You know, like fucking PEDOs. You know, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say the word, but I'm just gonna spell it out real fast.
That's a good way. Yeah,
You know, fucking. I mean, even politics and all this crazy shit that's going on in World War III,
which
and yada,
which is another rabbit hole.
You were not gonna get into right now.
Yeah, that's another 2 hours right there. Yeah.
3 hours with me, but conspiracies, bro. But all this shit,
if you know. Yeah, continue.
They know, but like that's why I play horror, because this is horror that I can control. You know, horror that is in the world, I can't control that shit. I can to an extent, and I can be on top of and be on my P's and Q's. But when doing horror maps and doing those puzzle maps that are low key horror too, I don't have to be on my P's and Q's. I can, but I don't have to be. You know, it's different. So that's why I think personally, that's why I think I do horror maps. You know, because like it's I don't know, it's interesting. I can wait. Oh my bad, I'm all fucking with my shit. It's interesting. It's just more of like a controlled. It's a controlled setting, you know.
Bro, you can't control none of so this shit. Deep. I swear to God.
Telling you, it all ties in. It all ties in.
Something I can control, bro. And you're right.
Horror movies, I can control that fear. I can turn the TV off if I want.
Exactly. VR. Turn the headset off. Yes.
In life, you can't record it.
Fucking right. You're so.
You can't fast forward.
Right,
you can't turn the volume down. You can't fucking change your avatar into a fucking war gun machiner that has a fucking AK. You know, you can't. In real life, you can't do that. So that's why horror is the way.
Bro, I'm speechless, to be honest. That was really good. Like, goddamn, bro. Fuck. You cut deep, nigga. I swear to God, you cut deep.
I got you, my boy.
I can relate to that so much. And that's why we're here. You know what I mean?
That's why this is fucking beautiful to me. Because this shit's getting out of fucking hand, bro. I mean, for all the people that live in Cali, we all know. I mean, even a lot of fucking Arizona areas, living so close to the border. Even fucking New Mexico, Texas people, they can all relate. Living so close to the border and stuff. Shit gets hectic. Shit goes from 0 to 100 real quick. Shit gets real quick, you know? So this is just kind of like a puzzles, you know, and it sharpens the mind, and it keeps you, like playing video games, they say, it rots the mind or whatever. No, honestly, it actually is like an exercise for your mind, because you have to be on. You have to keep your head on a swivel. You have to be fast, like Call of Duty and stuff. You have to be really fast. Have your perception, or whatever you want to call it, really fast, so you can actually catch people running left and right, and who has a name tag, who doesn't, and you can, hardcore team deathmatch and all that stuff keeps your mind sharp to where you're quick on stuff like that. You can read the room, because you're so used to reading the room in video games and specific things, catching situations. You're able to do that in real life too. People don't notice that, but I mean, that's why I do it. It's plus.
Oh, you're 100% right. Yeah, exactly. Because I've grown up on video games and horror movies, which we talked about, and bro, I'm the same way in real life, right? Like, you read the room, like just like you were saying. I can read people, bro, because you're trying to figure out what's gonna happen next, right? Because like you were saying, people talk shit, about video games and growing up on them, it rots the brain. But we're actually people who grew up on video games. We're very good at problem solving.
Hell yeah.
And that's one thing that video games teach you is problem solving, right? Because if you quit, well, next time you play the game, you have to fucking to figure it out. You can't finish the game if you don't figure it out, right? And
exactly,
and like you said, you read the room because you're trying to figure out what's going on, what to predict next,
what's gonna happen, what should I do when that happens,
Exactly. And that's bled into so much of my life and relationships, and I in previous relationships, I try and find myself still trying to fix it, even though you can't, right?
You can't, but you can do the best you can because you've built these skills. I'm not gonna say abilities. You built these skills, these life skills or whatever the hell, you know.
Exactly.
People say, skill issue. No, you've built these specific skills, so you don't have to be in stupid situations like that and not know what to do.
Exactly.
That's all learning is, bro. Learning is a game. All learning.
It is.
Math,
it is.
It's just a game. It's a game of numbers. Reading, it's a game of letters. Fucking art, it's a game of pictures. Like literally, that's all learning is just games.
Yep. Damn, bro. Damn.
It's fucking shit we talk about.
Bro.
But this is a perfect
Dreamcore
area,
Conversation.
This is a perfect area to fucking have another episode number Trey soon.
Yep. All right, brother.
Joey, it's always a fucking pleasure.
Always good conversations with you,
man.
And we go off tangent here and there, but it's always
we
really
have
good
to. We have to because then
it's natural.
Yeah, later on we're gonna be like, "Fuck, I should have said that," or "Why didn't I say this?" or "Why did I say this?" And who cares, you know?
Yeah, and like I don't know, people watching, listening. We never plan these conversations.
Hell
like, this is all improvised. This is all natural.
Completely improvised.
Exactly.
You hear me cuss a lot. That wasn't improvised.
Yeah, facts. And this is all off the influence of some Kool-Aid.
Speaking of which,
exactly. You read my mind, bro. You read my mind.
Before we end this beautiful episode of Dreamcore Conversations,
Listo.
1, 2, 3, slachva.
Salud.
That's my fucking beautiful Kool-Aid.
All right. Everybody watching, follow Dreamcore if you haven't already. Because if you listen to this podcast or watch these videos on YouTube, you should have followed him by now. All right. So follow him.
Ditto. Follow this fucking motherfucking legend right here.
And no cap, we make amazing content. We do. Even just the horror maps or even drunken bar fight, bro. That was fun. Drunken bar fight. Yeah.
We gotta do it again. TSA never knew what hit them.
Yeah, facts.
My fucking boy. To another one.
All right. Another one, bro. All right. Peace, bro.
Sheesh.
Sheesh.